in the immediate aftermath of the bombardment to Yeonpyeong Island. What kind of a policy, hypothetically, could the Chinese government have done in order to precipitate stabilization of whole situation between South Korea?
Can I ask your question a little bit differently? We're running out of time as usual. You know, we get to the very interesting things right at the end. But I think you know, we can go back and litigate what happened, and we have obviously around the table we have a lot of different views. I just want to ask your question, which is an important one, but look at it going forward, right? Which is to say, let's say the North Koreans have a provocative missile test for no apparent reason, right? Or, God forbid, conduct a third nuclear test, despite Chinese objections to the like, U.S., South Korean objections. If we find ourselves in that situation, are there things that we should think about doing together to, in a way that China is able to preserve its own interests, the U.S. is able to preserve its own interests, and South Korea is able to preserve its own interests? We all have competing interests. We all have different domestic and political constraints. But really, to me, the question is, how can we work together in concert to stabilize the situation, to ensure that innocent people aren't killed, and to try to affect North Korean behavior in a positive direction? What is, you know, looking back over the last, not even just 2010 and 2011, but even before that, are there things that we have learned? I'm interested both in the Korean perspective on this question and the Chinese perspective on this question. Are there ways we can work together that doesn't jeopardize China's own interests and doesn't jeopardize the interests of others, but can have a positive impact on the things that we're all trying to achieve? We all have common objectives. How can we best achieve those in a concerted way? I'm very interested from